AI is transforming how businesses operate, making them faster, smarter, and more efficient than ever before.
Join the free AI Business Course, a special training for entrepreneurs, creators, and young professionals. Don't wait, Nay. The future belongs to those who act now.
AI is transforming how businesses operate, making them faster, smarter, and more efficient than ever before.
Join the free AI Business Course, a special training for entrepreneurs, creators, and young professionals. Don't wait, Nay. The future belongs to those who act now.
AI is transforming how businesses operate, making them faster, smarter, and more efficient than ever before.
Join the free AI Business Course, a special training for entrepreneurs, creators, and young professionals. Don't wait, Nay. The future belongs to those who act now.
AI.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Can I confirm that everybody can hear me? If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, please give a thumbs up. You could type in the comment section. You could give a reaction thumbs up. Just let me know we are together. Amazing, 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 amazing. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, all right. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I mean, it's been weeks now. It's been weeks and weeks now. Lots of publicity and lots of engagement and things like that. And finally, we are kicking off the free AI for business course. Amazing, amazing. I want to say a huge welcome to everyone currently on this call. Welcome, 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 welcome. We don't have much time to spend tonight. I would have started asking, I would have started asking what our names are and where we are joining from. But I mean, we don't have much time tonight. We don't have much time tonight. Let's try and really constrict the time and make maximum use of our time. All right, amazing. Yes, so we'll be kicking off now. So very quickly, my name is Temitope Ajayi. I am you could call me, I'm the ideation for this AI for business course. My name is Temitope Ajayi. I am an entrepreneur, also an AI for business expert. I've been in the AI space for, I think it's been, is it 2 or 3 years now? Yes, building AI products, serving different industries, different organizations in the US, from law firms to investors. I've built different kinds of AI products to help empower different businesses or individuals, in some cases, individuals. So the vision behind putting this together was to bring the knowledge of artificial intelligence. You know, I attended a conference and they told me that, I mean, it was like the convener was speaking to me directly. He says that this age of AI has come again, and from the looks of it, Africa will be lost behind. I know he challenged me to pick up a burning desire that has always been in my heart for a very long time, which is to teach persons about artificial intelligence and technology. How can technology empower? How can technology help? How can technology enable? And the truth is, coming from a country like ours, coming from a continent like ours in Africa, most of the times we are used to the traditional ways of doing things. Until very recently, where where Nigerians or Africans started adopting the use of technology. And by technology, of course, we have the big technology that we use. But most of the times, we as Africans or Nigerians tend to frown from advancements. We tend to frown from advancements, and we leave that role to other continents or other countries. Very quickly, I'll be sharing my screen now. I have a lot prepared for this particular course. But very quickly, I'll just walk you through an executive summary of what our startup uh, is doing, what our overview is basically. We understand that Africa is entering an era, the era of technology, the era of AI adoption. Our goal is, and we've also discovered that many businesses are still hesitating in adopting artificial intelligence. So our goal is to build systems, awareness, and capabilities to put African businesses at the forefront of the industrial revolution. So that is our goal. That is our goal. And our vision and mission in plain terms is we understand that AI is the new engine of global progress. So our mission is to empower African businesses, not just businesses, it cuts across students, individuals, persons in the career space to adopt technology, adopt AI, and build intelligent systems and scale with confidence. So our goal basically is awareness. Awareness. People must know these things. People must understand that there's something going on. You know, when we stop learning, when we stop knowing about things as a nation or as a people, we start to gradually die. So our mission is to start here, equipping organizations and individuals across different sectors, So it was from this vision and mission that we built the AI for business course. Yes. Let me hop right into it. Like I said, we don't have much time. So this is it, the free AI for business course. After many weeks and weeks of publicizing, we are finally here. So what is our goal for this course? Our goal for this course is to help us understand AI, how it changes business and everyday life. AI is the future. AI is the future. I've heard several things. In fact, I've had several sit-down sessions with different persons, and they've spoken about different things concerning AI. But you must understand that AI is the next thing. AI is the next big thing. In fact, in the next 10 years, between now and 2035, there are several predictions from people of God, businessmen, industry experts, leaders, of how AI is going to transform everything. So if you don't position yourself to learn AI now, you are just doing yourself more harm than good. Now, before we start, I've been hearing some whispers here and there about different things. Some person saying, "Oh, it's a lie" and things like that. So what you should know before we start, why do we give this offer for free? I mean, why is this course for free? So this course is one of the first in our series of our AI awareness journey. So we're on a series for making AI awareness for many persons, industries, brands, students, and so on and so forth. So our goal is to spread the knowledge of AI and technology adoption for individuals and businesses, and not just businesses, and build communities across different races, genders, countries, and so on and so forth. So our business is to build technology adoption, AI adoption. So you must also know that those some persons were wondering that, oh, since maybe it's like the regular courses where they will teach you like the introduction and then they would ask you to pay. I must tell you that this course from start to finish is free. This course from start to finish is free. So please know that our startup is positioned to continue offering AI services, both free and paid. So we have free and paid AI services and several other services. But then depending on the market conditions, request and other business factors. So this, for an example, is one of those free offerings that we are providing. I thought someone would put your reaction hands together. Come on, guys, drop a reaction. Let's know that this class is active. Amazing. Thank you so much. All right, so let's hop right into it. We've been talking about it for weeks now. We've been talking about it for years now. Artificial intelligence. What exactly is artificial intelligence? Some persons will tell you, oh, artificial intelligence is an amassing of huge chunks of data, bringing data together and making sense out of it. Some persons will tell you, oh, artificial intelligence is doing several things like creating new things out of thin air. Some persons will tell you different kinds of things. I mean, you hear different kinds of things. But our goal for this training for the next 3 days is to cover 4 major things. Number one, we want to simplify what artificial intelligence is. Artificial intelligence simplified. I mean, before you can start to understand what artificial intelligence is or what the modules or the subsets of artificial intelligence, we must first simplify what artificial intelligence is. We must explain it in small chunks, in small details. Next, we must understand the practical applications of AI. The practical applications of AI. So after we understand what artificial intelligence is, we must then start to delve into the applications of AI in this day and age. Can I confirm that everyone can still see my screen? If you can see my screen, please give a thumbs up. If you cannot, just raise your hand. Oh, okay. I think. All right, let me try to reshare. Just give me 1 second, please. Let me know as soon as you can see my screen. Please give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, let me know as soon as you can see my screen. Let me know as soon as you can see my screen. Just give a thumbs up. All right then, amazing, amazing. All right, so I talked about artificial intelligence simplified. I talked about practical applications of artificial intelligence. So we're going to be breaking the artificial intelligence to different sectors. I mean, it affects everybody in this day and age. How does artificial intelligence affect me? So we then narrow down to how artificial intelligence affects you, and then we talk about automation and prompt engineering. Automation and prompt engineering. So we're going to hop on the rest of the topics in the coming days. But today, I'm going to try and cover at least, because my slide is 30 pages long. I mean, 30 slides long. So I'm going to try and cover 10 slides on the first day, and then 10 slides tomorrow, and 10 slides on the final day. I still see someone's hand raised. I hope you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? I believe that is Emmanuel.
I can see your screen.
Oh, all right, amazing, amazing. All right, so let's keep pushing. So artificial intelligence simplified. What is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? Before we get there, I just introduced a bit of what the course is going to be talking about and things like that. So TA is an AI first startup helping entrepreneurs, professionals embrace AI automation and smart systems to work efficiently and grow faster. Why this course matters? AI is redefining how the world works, and Africa must not be left behind. This course gives you a clear starting point to understand and apply AI in your business and in your career. And who this course is for? This course is for business owners, founders, professionals, hustlers, and everyone who wants to position themselves for the age of AI. Everyone wants to position themselves for AI. In fact, I would say that this course is for everybody. Now, before I hop right into what AI is, I will talk a bit about my story. Now, you see, 3 years ago, I'll tell us two stories. You see, 3 years ago, I met someone online who was a graphic designer. And this lady was a graphic designer. She freelances for several organizations, and it's such that she gets several gigs per time. In fact, she has several organizations, businesses, top-notch businesses request her services. And then she could even be working on 10 jobs at the same time within the same period. And things were going well. Things were really smooth for her. All of a sudden, she started hearing about AI, artificial intelligence. Person started telling about what artificial intelligence is. She felt that, oh, well, artificial intelligence, it's all well and good, but it doesn't concern me. Why? Because I'm a graphic designer. artificial intelligence is skill for someone else. So she continued that day-to-day business. A few weeks to months down the pipe, some of our recurring clients started telling her of how they decided to adopt artificial intelligence for their design work. Now, she was first taken aback because she felt that, oh, I thought these people like my services, these people enjoy my services, only to then hear that these persons are opting for AI. Now, she thought to herself that, oh, it could be that these persons want a cheaper option. Now, it's the cheaper option that they want. I can understand because, my services are not cheap. But then as she started to go, a couple of months down, she started seeing the decline in the request, up to the point where she was struggling to hold at least one client in a month. Now it got so bad that she lost all her customers, she lost all her clients, she wasn't getting any requests. And when she would investigate, she figured that these businesses were now using AI or adopting AI for their processes. Now, this is very common in this day and age. You are a professional. You are a professional, you are a business owner, you are an hustler, say you are a freelancer, whatever role you are, whatever place you are in. It's very common such that AI is now starting to take over. Now, let me go to the second story, which is my own story. I remember some 3 years ago, same time around when I spoke of this lady. 3 years ago, when I was working with a tech company. Now, I remember then, part of my role was designated to directly communicate with clients. I, myself, and someone else were speaking directly with the clients. Now, I know that drafting emails for clients will take hours and hours. In fact, I literally tell you, drafting an email for a client could take you 2 hours. 2 hours to draft a single email, and you have to go over it over and over and over again without any errors. Because if you make any error, I remember I used to make errors, so I got the punishment for it. So I would go over these things over and over and over again. I would spend hours on it. So I felt that I was really getting the job done. In fact, when you ask me what I did, I'll tell you I was drafting an email for 2 hours. Only until one day when someone asked me why I was being unproductive, I thought to myself, I'm being unproductive? I'm working here. I'm trying to make this email really good. If I send nonsense to the client is going to backfire at our organization, and it's going to get really bad for me and the rest of the guys working with me. So I told him, how you say I'm being unproductive? So the guy told me that why don't I use AI to make these things even easier? I thought to myself, AI? Nah, AI is for lazy people, or AI is for people that don't really want to get the job done. AI will just craft anything up for you, and AI will give you nonsense. And I didn't want to go that route. In fact, I did not take his advice. I remember that a couple of months after, I had to give that job. I won't say I was terminated, but it was something close. Now, AI is taking persons' jobs. AI is taking over, and these things are real. I've shared you 2 stories now. These things are real. These things are happening to persons, whether you are in the career space, whether you're in businesses, whatever you are doing right now, AI is affecting you. Now, what exactly is AI? AI means machines that can think, learn, and act like humans, only faster. I used to say something that AIs cannot sleep. AI cannot go to sleep. AI systems do not go to sleep. They can think, they can learn, and they can act like humans. Emphasis on thinking, learning, and acting, similar to the patterns of human beings. The second point says it learns from patterns, make predictions, and helps us to make smarter decisions. AI can do all of these things for you. AI learns. Emphasis on learnings. From your phone camera to online recommendations, all of those things. AI is picking data from every single part. Whether you upload a picture on WhatsApp today, or you post a reel on Facebook or Instagram, or you just drop an article online, or you are creating a website and you are trying to. In fact, let me shock you guys. I remember there was this website my current organization was creating a couple of months ago. Now we are just creating this website. We are now launched this website, only for me to figure that even ChatGPT was already expunging information from our website. So AI is taking every single bit of information, learning from everything that we're putting out there, and is learning faster. Now, just picture this. Think of the large chunks of data that is in the cloud. Of course, by the cloud, I mean the digital cloud, the internet. Think of the large chunk of information that is in the cloud. Millions of people are uploading information every single day. It's so much for a single human mind to process, but a system, a machine is able to take all of this information, process everything, and make meaningful decisions out of this thing. That is what AI is. AI is not just robots. Robots are, you could call robots as unintelligent beings. But then AI is different. AI is intelligent, built into our everyday tools. Very quickly, let me move forward because of our time. So what's the formula? How exactly does AI work? Let's break it down into three things. AI simply equals data plus algorithms plus automation. Now I'm going to get a bit technical here just for us to get the understanding. So AI is a combination of data, algorithms, and automation. What is data? Of course, data is the information that we have in the digital cloud. All those informations you upload every single day. Say, for instance, someone posts on WhatsApp or you post on Instagram. AI is able to pick all of these informations and make meanings out of all of these informations. AI is also algorithms. What are algorithms? Because some of us don't know what algorithms are. Algorithms are logics of how this thing should work. Say, for instance, you understand that 1 + 1 is 2. Now, the logic there is plus. You know that any number you combine together and it's a plus, the logic is that it gives you an addition of those two numbers and it spits out the answer for you. That's simply what an algorithm is, logic. And then automation. What is automation? Repeating the same process over and over and over again, endlessly. This is what makes AI intelligent. AI is able to repeat this process over and over and over and over again. Just a bit of a side distraction here. If you are still there and you think that, let me still be doing the things I'm doing, the way I'm doing them, with ignoring AI, trust me, in the coming years, 2026, you'll start to find that many of the things that you think you know, you don't actually know them. Many of the things that you claim to know, you don't actually know these things. Why? Because AI has taken over many of these things. Many persons that know more than you have uploaded their data into the digital cloud. AI has picked that information and he has made it available to everybody. So the knowledge is not just for one person, the knowledge is for everybody. So if you think that, I'm an island of knowledge, nobody can know what I know. Of course, there's some things that nobody can know. Nobody can understand the systems as to which you interpret them. But then information now, if I may announce to you, information now is available to everyone through AI. So think of the data as experience. Then comes the algorithm. Algorithm is the recipe that teaches it what it should do with that experience. And finally, automation. That is what allows AI to take action without waiting for us. AI takes action without waiting for us. Even as we are speaking, do you know that, if I may shock you, do you know that AI listens into these conversations? And you will be shocked to find details of this conversation maybe online at some point when you are scrolling through one AI tool, or maybe Gemini or an AI tool. So that is how integrated AI is now to every single thing we are doing, every single bit of detail we are doing. And you see this every day without even realizing it. AI happens to us every single day without realizing it. If you are using Netflix, if you are even using YouTube, YouTube suggests to you what you should watch next. Have you noticed it? When you're watching a particular video, YouTube suggests what you should watch next based off your interactions with YouTube. It has that intelligence logic. It doesn't need to be informed to suggest to you. It auto-suggests to you. Amazon also suggests to you what you should buy. You've seen that similar kind of truth on Jumia. When you go shopping on Jumia and you shop for a particular item, Jumia will start suggesting to you that kind of item. Okay, check out this other item, similar to the category of what you search for before. And then Google predicting what you're about to search. How many of us have tried to search on Google and then you see the list of predictions that Google bring up for you that you're possibly searching for before you then type the actual thing you want to search for? Google also does these things for us day to day. So all of these things are engineered by AI. All of these things are engineered by AI. So my point is, AI is all around us. AI is all around us. AI is all around us. So no matter who you are, no matter what you are doing, understand that you can't avoid AI, especially in this day and age. You know, I was listening to the news, I was watching some interviews, and I came to the conclusion that with the way the world is going, with the way the world is driving, many persons that cannot leverage on some of these things will be left behind. I keep announcing it over and over and over again. If you cannot leverage on AI, if you still feel that AI is not for you, or AI is not your business, or AI is something that's not in your lane at all. Say, for example, you are a plumber. I'm just using an example. Or you're a builder, a carpenter. Do you know that there are AI agents now that can help you to automate some of the processes that you are doing over and over and over again? Now, it does not have to be the robots maybe hammering in the nail there or fixing in the pipe for you. No. The measurements that you do, the details that you take in, whether it's tracking your income and expenses, whether it's following up with your clients. Earlier this week, I was just playing around with one of my AI tools, and I tried to automate it responding to my messages. In fact, that was just a fun project. So I tried to automate it, tell you what to do. Anytime he sees a email, he knows what to do. And then it will just respond to all those emails. In fact, it got to a point that I think the persons that were probably reading my email felt that, what's wrong with this guy? Every time we drop an email, he has immediately responded. Does it not take time to read and think about it? So I had to put it off. Why? Because persons were already getting confused that I was having immediate responses. I didn't want to cause any form of confusion. But that's where we have come to with the age of AI. So think of those pain points that you have. Think of all those issues that you are having in your business, in your career, in your professional space. Think of all of those things. Just think of all of those concerns, all of those small tasks that you keep doing over and over and over again. Say, for example, you're always calling the client, asking for this, asking for that, or you're always asking for updates from your team members every single morning. And you can do other important things, or you're always balancing the accounts book every single day. And some of these things are tiring. That is where AI has come to play the role of an assistant. Let me quickly move on because of our time. So I've passed the formula. So let's talk about the evolution of AI. How did AI grow? How did we even get here? How did we get to this position that we are in? How is it such that you can tell AI that I have this picture, I want you to transform it into me running or jumping or jogging or wearing a tracksuit and doing some fancy thing, and AI is able to interpret what you typed, pick your image, and generate something for you? How did that intelligence happen? It started from programming. Computer programming. That is where the tech bros came in. Computer programmers will program A plus B equals Z, A plus B equals Z, A plus B equals Z. That was the algorithm. They will program different kinds of algorithms inside a computer system. Now, the system will operate based off those different kinds of algorithms. So it started from algorithms, early programs that followed strict human-coded rules. So all of those things were ingrained by humans. The codes were ingrained by humans. And then it advanced to machine learning. What is machine learning? Machine learning is when AI began to learn from patterns in the data. Now, machines will look at your data. It will look at everything that you have and begin to learn and adapt. It begins to learn. These things are not what science fiction. Guys, I've seen it happen over and over and over again. Now, let me give you an example. I shouldn't be sharing this publicly, but there are some tools I've helped build such that, some of these tools follow certain ethics. Let me use that as an example. These tools follow certain ethics. Some of these tools can easily derail from the pattern. You can configure, you can make your system learn such that it becomes chatty. Your chatbot or your ChatGPT starts to talk a lot, or your ChatGPT starts to become professional. That every single response it's giving you is always professional. It's always speaking good English. You can tell it to switch back to maybe like an olden days culture or different kinds of things. You will also notice in your ChatGPT, you can tell ChatGPT, okay, respond to me as a this, play the role of this, and respond to this particular question. That is artificial intelligence learning. So that is just simply machine learning at play. And then we went to deep learning. Deep learning is getting complex models, powering voice assistants, image recognitions, and chatbots. So after learning, we started processing and generating different kinds of things. Now you can set different kinds of AI voices. Many a times, have you noticed that sometimes, I don't know, some of us that receives the call from, say, Fair Money or several of these fintech apps that are out there. Some of these persons calling you are AI automated chatbots, AI automated tools that knows that at this particular point in time, they will call this particular customer, tell this customer this, and that, this, and that. Now you feel that, oh, it's an automated person. Gone are the days where there's an agent at the call center that will then call you and say this, and that. So I want you to subscribe for this. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. Now it's AI bots calling us. It's AI tools calling many of us. So that's how advanced AI is now. And then generative and adaptive AI. Now AI can now think for itself. AI can now create. It can now reason. It can now personalize in real time. Let me give another example, something that happened a couple of months ago. There was this colleague of mine, he's currently a partner. This guy, he wanted to build an AI tool that could help him predict financial. So similar to the way persons, that was before we started hearing about trading bots that could trade for you. He just wanted to build something that could help him predict what the markets would do at a certain time. So he built this tool such that it was able to predict what the markets would do. And then there were several instances where we predict that, oh, the markets would fail and the markets would do well. And then we predict that the markets would. Now, this, I'm sharing this example to show us that the chat tool that he built was in a process of learning. It failed several times. It failed several times. And eventually it came to a place where he finally learned and he became very intelligent, such that he's able to predict the market's movements. All I'm saying is that AI has now become adaptive. AI now reasons, creates, and does also all of those fancy things. Moving on very quickly, the current state of AI, I already spoke about this. Business owners now start to automate tasks using AI. If you're a business owner here and you are still using Excel, you are still using Word to track your customers, or you are still manually following up with leads, or you are still manually keeping up with your employees, checking their performance, or you are still manually doing several administration tasks, I'm sad to break the news to you that many persons have left you behind. And these things won't be evident now until a couple of months to years, where you start to see that your business is no longer doing well. Why? Because you have failed to leverage AI. Are you a hustler, a content creator? Persons have started to use AI to design, to write, to edit, and to market their ideas in minutes. You are still spending hours to days creating your content idea. Persons can now easily use AI to do these things very fast in minutes. I mean, I've heard of Midjourney. Midjourney is a very popular AI tool. If you heard of Midjourney, just raise your hand, or you can give a thumbs up if you heard of Midjourney. Nobody? Oh, wow. Amazing, amazing. Temitope has heard of Midjourney. Now, Midjourney is a tool that you can quickly create compelling videos. Compelling videos. You think that these videos were animated, maybe they were drawn by someone, maybe someone took days to months to years drawing this video. You know that these things were crafted by AI in minutes. In minutes. So you're a content creator, you are still using the manual process. I'm afraid to tell you that you are left behind. In the coming years, your skill would gradually fade and AI starts to come into the limelight. I'm not saying this to discourage you or to dispel what you are doing. I'm saying this for you to realize that we have come to a season where AI has started to take over. You are a professional, like myself. I gave the story of myself then, when I couldn't use AI to create emails. You still spend hours on reports, on research, or communication. Like, you are not making yourself efficient. You are wasting time on things that don't matter. Imagine spending hours on a single report where you can spend just 5 minutes to draft that report very fast. Since I've started to leverage AI. Now, if you are still part of those people that would think that, oh, AI will not do it well, let me do it myself, it's because you don't still understand how to use AI. And don't worry, don't fret. We're going to be going through all of these things in the coming sessions. If you are a beginner to using AI and you still use AI and maybe you are not getting things right, or you are not doing it well, we'll still talk about some of these things, some of the things you are missing out on, some of the things you are not doing properly, and so on and so forth. We'll talk about it as we go on in this course. But realize that AI is now helping people. AI is really helping people. If you're a student or a learner, You get smarter with study tools. They are now study tools that you can use to do your research. I remember back then, I used to write projects, and I would spend hours to days researching projects, going online, checking through different resources. Now there are now AI tools that you would use that it has all the different knowledge. You can select a particular area of study you're looking for. You can select a particular area of study and it will bring it out for you. You will start using this tool to chat. You start talking with the AI with this tool. It will generate reports for you. It will generate articles for you that you can go on and look at. Instead of you spending hours and days looking through several reports online. As a student or a learner, you can now use AI to leverage all of these things. You want to do assignments, or you want to do, what is it you want to do? I remember this popular video I used to see on TikTok where I think it was AI generated anyways, where they will show different lecturers that their face is really red. And then they'll say that, you bloody students, you are using AI for this. It was really funny, really. It was funny. But, I mean, it's what it is. It's what it is. In fact, I wanted to do a video about that video back then until I realized it was an AI-generated video. I wanted to do a video responding to that lecturer. But, I mean, so this is the time where if you're not leveraging AI, you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Now, everyone in general, AI is shaping how we work, how we learn, how we create, how we grow. It's not coming. AI is not coming. AI is already here. If you don't get anything at all, understand that AI is not coming. AI is already here. You know, I was speaking with a friend a couple of weeks ago, and he told me of how he was in a small gathering, and then we were talking about different things, how they can do better, how they can shape. So they had an event, they just completed the event, and then they had a small gathering among the executives, and they were talking about how they could do things better, how they could do things smarter, etc., etc., etc. Now, different people were saying different kinds of things, they were giving different kinds of motion, and then someone just came up with the idea that, oh, I wish we could have a place to just vent out our frustration and say what we think and things like that. And easily, some persons were already confused about how we start to craft the questionnaire, or how we start to craft how we should ask those questions and things like that. And this friend of mine simply just took his phone, went on ChatGPT, he downloaded the questionnaire, went on Google Forms, and was it Google Form now or Google? Yeah, I think it was Google Forms. Went on Google Form, uploaded everything there, and within minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, what someone that spent an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours doing, within 5 minutes, while still in that same conversation, they had not shifted their attention so much. He raised his hand and said he had done it. And they were still confused that, oh, do you mean that you have heard what we said and you want to go and do it? No, he said, no, he has done it. And then when we share what he had done with them, it was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. So for everyone, AI is shaping how we work. That's the point. AI is shaping how we work. So wherever you are, and you are not leveraging AI, for your processes, for your business. In fact, I have team members now. There are certain scripts in coding now. Some of the team members in my team now, we have to provision AI tools for them. How many of us are aware of Copilot? If you are in the tech space, you're aware of Copilot. If you've heard of Copilot, just give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up. Heard of Copilot? Oh, wow. Nobody. All right. Okay. So Copilot is a very amazing tool. In fact, the first time I used Copilot, I was surprised. Copilot is like a digital assistant. In the way it chats with ChatGPT. Now, Copilot doesn't just stop here. Copilot implements exactly what your ideas are. Copilot is able to help you generate code or automation scripts from your idea. It's able to help you write code from your idea. Now, usually, scripts or code that someone will spend 2 weeks writing, this guy was able to finish it in 3 hours. 3 hours using AI. And when we present it to our team lead was, in fact, he was really impressed. He was really impressed because he did a great job at it. In 3 hours, guys, 3 hours. Something that was normally done in 2 weeks, he did it in 3 hours. That is where we have gotten to. So it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a tech person, or you're a manager, or you're a shopkeeper, or you're an administrator, or you are whoever you are, there's definitely a pain point that you are currently experiencing in your business processes. There is currently a pain point. Say, for example, whether it's how to create content. I would shock you that, do you know that AI can easily help you after creating your video? Some persons are burdened as to how to create shots from the videos. There are now AI tools that you can upload your video to. They will help you create your shots. They will help you title your shots. They will put descriptions for them and help you generate thumbnails for your shots. That's how crazy it is. You just have the idea, do the one-time job, and then AI automates all of these things for you. That is the day and age we are, guys. That is the day and age we are. I think I've exhausted all of the slides for the first session. That's for the first day. I've exhausted all of the slides for the first day. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at real-life applications of AI, real-life applications for AI. So AI for students, AI for professionals, and AI for business owners. Real-life applications of AI. But I will bring it to an end with this, guys. I'll bring it to an end with this. You know, we have come to the age and time where you can't really do much without leveraging on artificial intelligence or technology in general. You have gotten to that stage. I had a friend who is into AI research. He's into AI research. And this guy is currently researching how we could use AI to treat brain tumor. That is the age and time we have come to right now, guys. AI is in the health sector, AI is in the finance sector, AI is in technology, AI is everywhere. So guys, stop relying on paper and pen. Stop relying on the mundane things to do the mundane tasks. Start leveraging AI. Start leveraging AI. And that's it, guys. That's it. If you learned from this session, just give a virtual thumbs up. Give a virtual thumbs up, guys. If you learned something from this session, you can also type I learned. Type in I learned. Type in I learned. Type in I learned. Someone still has his hand. All right, so we'll take questions shortly. I will just take 5 questions. Sorry, I said 5 questions. Yeah, let's take 5 questions, but it has to be very snappy. 5 questions. But let me pick from the conversations in the chats. All right, amazing. Jason says, thank you for this session. How does using tools like ChatGPT intersect with the confidentiality with corporate and contract work? All right, so let me pick this as the first question for tonight. Now, there are tools where you don't use these tools for confidential work or things that have like a non-disclosure agreement surrounding it. There are tools as such, and there are also tools that are built for this. Now, Copilot I mentioned earlier. Copilot is a team tool such that you can sign up on Copilot and you are able to restrict the knowledge that AI can extract from it, such that AI is only able to process and extract that information and just reuse it for your organization only. It's not able to take this information out of your organization. So there are tools such as that. I don't know if that makes sense, Jason. So it depends on the tools that you are using. So if you have a requirement, that's why usually I'll say arm yourself with several AI tools. Depending on your problem statement, arm yourself with several AI tools, and then select a tool that fits what you are trying to do. If it's something that has an NDA surrounding it, of course, you can't use tools like ChatGPT. I don't know if that makes sense. If that answers your question, I believe that should answer your question. I don't know if there are any other questions. Yes. Kende says, I learned. Sapor says, I came late. I still got the gist. Amazing. Ogajo gives, I learned. Chibuike, I learned. I have a question. Okay, Jesse, I think I already responded to your question. I joined late, but learned a little that Copilot can be used for many things. Yes, Copilot is a very amazing tool. Copilot is a very amazing tool. All right, I don't know if you have any other questions very quickly before we call it a wrap for tonight. All right. Yes, we will give you 1 minute. Sir Victor, we'll give you 1 minute to type. Yes, amazing. All right, so Kehinde says, thank you so much for the session. Amazing. I'm glad you joined, and I'm glad you were able to learn. Jaffa says, I joined late, but learned a little that Copilot can use. Yes, amazing. Paul says, would there be AI tools we can explore further later? Yes. I'll be sharing us several AI tools that you can pick up and you can explore. So we have AI tools that you can easily use on your mobile phones and things like that. I'll be sharing some of those with us so that you can start to explore some of those tools. Emmanuel says, thanks so much, amazing. I'm glad. I learned, thanks so much. Apps and AI softwares. Yes. There are tools that you can use. Apps and AI softwares that you can use. And you can, yes, you can use to learn and you can onboard with. Very quickly, Emmanuel, you have your hands raised. Do you want to ask your question? Oh, okay, no questions. Amazing. All right. Safunsha, do you want to ask your question? Very quickly.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity. I want to I'd like to first and foremost greet everybody on this call, and I appreciate this opportunity that by acquiring this knowledge, though we are not equipped yet, but I believe that as time goes on, we actually get all the information and all this training needed. So much has been asked because I wanted to ask about the tools. How we are going to get lay our hands on the tools regarding AI. So which you have already provided answers for. So I'm not asking any question for now. So I just want to appreciate the fact that you create out of your busy schedule to organize this session, and which is quite educative, and I believe that in due process that will actually grab what wants to grab. So thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Elated. Thank you so much. Faith says, thank you so much. I learned. That's awesome. I'm glad you learned. All right. So Victor's question, he says, how can I introduce AI to my professional organization, 9-to-5 job, where my co-workers aren't familiar with the current developments of smart word? So I get this a lot, particularly around industries that are still stuck on the old use of paper and pen and maybe your basic Excel and Word. So the truth is, I think that's one of the goals as to why we are providing some of these trainings. We want to build a form of awareness. We must understand that we are getting to a point where you can't be productive without using artificial intelligence. And usually what I would surmise is that for businesses like this, you have to have a clear strategy of introducing artificial intelligence to that business. You must have a clear strategy. Whether you have a single source of entry, maybe you want to experiment using one person and then you can see what the productivity of that person was before the person started using artificial intelligence and what it was after. Now, there's also that concern as to persons that are not familiar with technology. Really, I would say it's a matter of holding hands. In my space, I've had to help individuals that had no clue about technology adopt artificial intelligence. This just takes consistency and diligence and willingness to do some of these things. So first, like I said, awareness. Second, we must understand what the difference is. We must understand that there is currently a problem. Because if you don't know there's a problem, then there's no way you can be helped. And once you discover there's a problem, then we can figure out how to tackle that problem. So I hope that answers your question. Sir Victor. All right, Mary says, how many days does the training hold and what time each day? I joined late. Oh, sorry about that. So the training is going to hold for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and the final day will be on Saturday. And it starts 7 p.m. West African time, 1 p.m. West African time. That's GMT +1. So if you're in other time zones or in other countries, try and adjust your time differences. It starts 7 p.m. West African time. Kehinde says, thank you so much for this great opportunity. Please, I would be glad if you can help with app or websites you can use for WhatsApp automation message, most especially those used for personalized welcome messages for new contacts. So I won't go in depth so much because some of these things can get very technical. And if you are doing technical things on this call, it will confuse several persons. So I only plan to introduce some of the very basic tools that you can easily get your hands on and play around with for different purposes, AI tools for different purposes. I'll introduce those. But when you come to WhatsApp now, for example, there's a lot of technicalities that has to go inside. You have to connect with the API. Some of those things get really technical and it can get confusing for some persons on this call. So it's a bit technical. It's a bit technical when it comes to WhatsApp. But if you don't mind, I could point you in the direction of a tool as well. So just join the session tomorrow. I will share a tool with you. You could remind me of the question tomorrow. I'll share a tool with you that you can easily use for automating your WhatsApp messages. It's very fun. This tool connects to several different apps. In fact, they have like 10,000 different popular apps that they're able to connect to. So I'll share those with you that you can easily use for automating by yourself. All right, amazing. Emmanuel says, what AI tool do I use to detect project research was written by AI? So it takes a trained eye, but then there are also tools that you can use to learn. I can't remember one off head now, but I know that there are some tools that I've used, I myself have used to detect whether it was written by artificial intelligence or not. One common tool you can even use is ChatGPT. ChatGPT can help you surmise if that particular article was written by AI or not. So ChatGPT is very common for that. But then there are other specific tools for checking if research was AI written. But yeah, let's call it a wrap there. All right, I joined late. Can I still join? Yes, I mean the session is essentially over. So guys, don't forget we have the follow-up session tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day 2. Let's join in tomorrow. We'll talk about how AI can apply to business owners, individuals, or students. How AI applies to different persons. We'll talk about different tools, all those different tools that you've not heard about, or some of those AI tools that can potentially be of help to you. We'll talk about some of those. And that being said, thank you so much, guys. Let's call it a wrap for tonight. Thank you so much for joining. And guys, let's make impact together. Thank you so much and have a good night. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.